American classic foods of the 1980s. Gonna be really interested to see what kind of food people was eating in the 1980s. So really looking forward to getting into this one. Before we do, I appreciate if you guys can hit that subscribe button. Let's just straight into this and see what we got.
The 1980s was all about big hair, big music, big movies, and big trends.
Okay.
Snacks and foods in the 80s were the same way. Well,
What, big?
Minus the hair part.
Oh.
People still enjoyed items from previous decades, but the
Wait, Pac-Man Yo, that'd be sick now. Crunchy sweetened corn cereal with marshmallow. Ooh.
were some new things. This video will discuss some of the foods that helped shape the 80s.
Okay.
Some of these are still around, and
Can't go
some
wrong.
of them are long gone.
Can't go wrong with cheese and
There are very
crackers.
few kids who don't like pudding, but there is actually something better than plain pudding,
Which
frozen
is?
pudding.
Companies
Companies had recipes on how you can make pudding pops way back in the 60s.
Wait. So is that like an ice cream? But it's put frozen.
However, it wasn't until 1979 when General Foods decided to give it a try themselves.
Right, was it good?
They released Jell-O pudding pops, and thanks to a famous spokesman named Bill Cosby, they really
Right.
took off in the 1980s.
Interesting.
They came in chocolate, vanilla, and chocolate and vanilla swirl. These delicious
Ooh.
popsicles remained popular until they were discontinued in the 1990s.
Yo, if anyone had a pudding pop before, were they good? I can't think what it'd be. What, was it similar to an ice cream or not?
Somehow, they just weren't making a profit off of these tasty treats.
Okay. People wasn't having them.
One of the 80s coolest snack bars was the Peanut Butter Bopper, which came out in 1980.
Or people was having them, but they just weren't making a profit. Yo, these look weird, bro. Peanut butter bopper. These look weird. Like, what is this?
Bars was the Peanut Butter Bopper, which came out in 1985 by General Mills.
Okay.
Originally, they were available in fudge chip, honey crisp, peanut butter, and by 1986, they added fudge graham and cookie crunch to the lineup.
They sound good,
The
but...
bars had a soft, creamy center made of real peanut butter that would melt in your mouth. The outside was where all the crunchy flavors were at.
Okay.
Within 90 days of their release, they captured 9% of the snack market. Sadly, these are no longer available in the grocery stores.
Wait. They caught, did you say 90 days of release? 9% of the whole entire snack market? Why did not write today if it was so successful? Huh?
If you were a cookie lover in the 80s, then there's a good chance you tried the Keebler Magic Middles. Kids everywhere seem to have them in their lunch boxes.
Okay.
These were shortbread cookies with either fudge or peanut butter filling in the center. Despite their popularity, they were discontinued so they could use the equipment that manufactured them for another item.
Oh, okay. So they got rid of them, the actual cookies, and then these are like cereal kind of cookies. Oh, they would be good, bro. With some milk.
People have been wanting these to relaunch for years, and there's even a Facebook page that's dedicated to make it happen.
No
However,
way.
These cookies are still missing in action.
Oh, wow. Bring back the cookies, man.
The 1980s saw a full-blown war going on with sodas.
Oh, wait. This is classic Coke. So is this the Coke that actually had cocaine in?
Coca-Cola is one of the most successful soda companies in the world.
Right.
The brand is recognized almost all over the world, but in the 1980s, the company experimented with some new products. Coca-Cola already had a Diet Cola named Tab, which was popular, but in 1982, they came out with Diet Coke. This contained artificial sweeteners instead of sugar, and it took over the market by storm. A year later, they came out with caffeine-free Diet Coke, and this
Wait, I swear Diet Coke is a thing.
was also highly successful.
Okay.
With the success of the Diet Cokes, they began to wonder if they could improve the original formula. Coca-Cola had been losing sales to diet drinks as well as other non-cola beverages.
Right.
Pepsi was also coming on strong in the 80s with some brilliant advertising. Then came the blind taste test, which showed that the public preferred Pepsi over Coca-Cola.
Nah. I don't care what you say, bro. The people doing these blind tests, I'm telling you right now, they don't drink Coke. You do a blind test with me. I need to do one. I need to do one. I am telling you right now, what I would put my whole entire life down on it, right? That I would be able to tell you what's Coke and what Pepsi. Pepsi tastes salty, bro. And Coke is very sweet. Bro, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to do it. Because I don't believe these people that can't taste the difference. I don't get it, dude.
So Coke went to work and came out with a new formula, and they called it New Coke. It launched on April 23rd, 1985, and made big news. Initially, the sales were good, but then quickly sales went back down to the way they were, and the public demanded the classic formula be brought back. Manny said the new Coke tasted like Pepsi, and even Pepsi ran ads with people saying, "I know why Coke did it now."
Yo, I don't like Pepsi at all, bro. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Are you a Coke fan or a Pepsi fan, or you just don't like either? But yeah, I can't drink Pepsi. It's too salty.
On July 11th, 1985, Coca-Cola executives announced the return of the original formula. The Netflix show Stranger Things, which takes place in the 80s, featured New Coke, and it brought it back for a little bit, but it has since faded away into soda history.
Wait, Stranger Things is the TV show that recently? That wasn't in the 1980s. What are you on about, bro? What are you on about?
The Netflix show Stranger Things, which takes place in the 80s, featured New Coke, and it...
I'm so dumb. I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to hear it. Takes place in the 80s.
Brought it back for a little bit, but it has since faded away into soda history.
Okay. New Coke.
Keeping with sodas, there were also a couple others worth mentioning. Hubba Bubba Bubblegum decided to get in on the soda game for a while. And then another soda came in on the action and did quite well. Jolt Cola came out with decent popularity. Most thought it tasted like an RC Cola, but it had much more caffeine. Eventually, the popularity of these two sodas faded, but occasionally you can still find a Jolt Cola.
Okay. Interesting.
Soda companies were also trying their...
Yo, I've never seen a Hubba Bubba drink before, but Hubba Bubba, I used to have them all the time in school. All the time.
And in the gum market, and they did fairly well for a while. Dr. Pepper might have been the most popular, but you could also find others like RC and 7-Up.
What? Yo, we didn't get that in the UK. Dr. Pepper? 7-Up bubblegum? Nah, bro. The only bubblegum we had in the UK was Hubba Bubba and then just chewing gum brands.
Hershey Bar None was a chocolate bar that was released in California in 1986, and it went nationwide in 1987. The original formula was a cocoa wafer, chocolate filling, peanuts, and a milk chocolate coating.
Sounds good.
In 1992, the product was reformulated into 2 wafers with chocolate coating, peanuts, and caramel.
Right.
It was discontinued in 1997 with little fanfare, but you can still find it sold in Mexico.
Oh, they still like it in Mexico? Okay, interesting.
Do you remember Tato skins made by Keebler?
Nope.
They were released in the mid-'80s, and they were made from potato peels. Eventually, they added cheddar cheese and bacon, sour cream and chives, and barbecue by the later part of the 80s. These snacks by Keebler are long gone, but there are some similar ones made by a restaurant chain named TGIF.
Wait. TGI Fridays. Yeah, TGI Fridays, they're big in the UK as well. Wait, you're telling me, so they're chips, yeah? And they're made, like, instead of the potato, they're made with a potato skin? Has anyone ever had one? Oh, I wonder how that tastes. Hey, I like myself some chips, man.
The 1980s saw some products that were completely different, and fruit roll-ups were definitely one of those. They were made by Fruit Corners and can still be found in supermarkets today.
Okay.
But the company also had another product they introduced in 1986 called Fruit Wrinkles. These were pieces of wrinkled fruit that came in little packages. Sort of rode in on the coattails of the popular California raisins that were all over the place in the...
Oh, I used to have these all the time as a kid. I'm not sure if it was this brand, but it was so good. You could, bro, growing up, you couldn't beat a box of raisins, bro. You couldn't beat it, bro. You couldn't beat it. Oh, I want some now.
Mid-1980s. Kids everywhere were singing the song, wearing the shirts, and collecting the figures, as well as various other types of merchandise.
Okay, interesting.
Were you a fan of Hostess pudding pies?
I don't even know what it is, mate.
Chocolate and vanilla, and were quite popular for a while because they were so different.
Right.
They have been discontinued by Hostess, but there are some other lesser-known bakery brands that still make them.
Cool.
Bonkers was a popular candy that was introduced in the mid-1980s by...
Yo, what a name for a sweet, bro. Some people think I'm bonkers, but I just think I'm free. Wait, you guys won't even know that song, will you? Wait, let me know in the comments if you know that song, because that's a UK song. It is massive. I think it's UK. Yeah, it's UK. Yeah. I don't even know who it's by, I forgot. But it just went massive in the UK.
Bonkers was a popular candy that was introduced in the mid-1980s by Nabisco. If you remember the commercials, they feature people who would have giant fruit fall and bonk them on the head. They came in assorted fruit flavors as well as chocolate. They seemed sort of like a piece of gum, but it was actually a chewy piece of candy. The product is no longer sold, but there have been constant rumors of its comeback.
Yeah, I can't lie. They do look pretty good.
In 1983, Cheetos released a new flavor of their popular snack. It was bacon flavored, and it was released in the Crunchy and the Puffs.
Ooh.
They are no longer on the market, but Chester does have bacon cheddar fries in case you get the craving.
Right.
Nabisco
I'm surprised that bacon flavor Cheetos isn't on the market. Like surely people would like that, right?
Like they were always coming out with something new, and in the 80s they had Swiss cheese crackers. Ooh. These had holes like a real piece of Swiss cheese, but the flavor didn't quite match up with the cheese.
Oh.
They were still cheesy, crisp, and delicious though.
Okay, fair enough.
Discontinued, but occasionally you'll see some other brands that have something similar.
Fair enough.
In 1984, PepsiCo introduced Slice, which was a soft drink made with real fruit juice. Ooh. Well, a small percentage of fruit juice anyways.
Hey, you can't trust companies when they say made with real blah, 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 right? Because then you look into it and the real blah, blah, blah is like 10%, bro. You know what I mean? You're like, come on now. Come on, bro.
This sweet fizzy drink was a big success, but the product disappeared from the shelves in 2005.
Why?
A company named New Slice Ventures LLC acquired the rights, so you may still see some of these in Canada and the US.
Okay.
In the mid-80s, Keebler came out with Tribbles, which was a little bite-sized cookies in a little package. They came in chocolate chip and mint chocolate and were often found in vending machines. By the turn of the 90s, they had completely disappeared.
What does it look like? Wait, it was that long ago, bro, that we don't have any pictures of it? It's just a wrapper?
If you lived in the 80s, then I'm sure you couldn't escape the burger war that was going on.
Bro, that still happened. Actually, no. Never mind. Bro, do you know what's weird? We're talking about America in the 80s, right? Yep. Bro, this is the burger war that's happening in the UK now. But, like, McDonald's beats Burger King all day long. But there are only two options for fast food, right? Like takeaway style fast food, not like restaurant, go to the city. Like we do have other burger places. But if I'm going to get in my car right now and go pick up a burger real quick, my two options is McDonald's and Burger King, right? And then this video is talking about the 1980s, bro. Does that mean we're stuck back in the day? Like back in the time? Olden days? Are we in the... This is bad. We need more fast food places.
This war has been going on since the 50s when Burger King released their Whopper sandwich. But Wendy's came on strong with a line of commercials that used the slogan, "Where's the beef?"
Oh.
McDonald's was still trying to crush out the competition. In 1984, they released the McDLT. It came in a unique styrofoam package that kept one side hot and the other side cool. The bottom bun had the meat on one side, and the other side had the top bun, lettuce, tomato, cheese, pickles, and sauces.
Okay.
The consumer would then combine the two for a fresher taste.
Yo, that would be good if you're taking it home. Which most of the time when you're picking up from McDonald's, you are. Okay? I mainly just ate in the parking lot because, you know, who's going into the building? Not me. Yo, when I think about it, that's just a bit weird, isn't it? I would drive to McDonald's, get a McDonald's, and eat it in the car, in the parking lot. Bro, why am I'm guessing other people did that, yeah? That's not just me being weird.
This burger became really popular, but McDonald's discontinued it in late 1990 because of the styrofoam packaging.
Okay.
The 80s also saw its share of cereals that were connected with movies or shows. Remember C-3POs by Kellogg's? It was launched in 1984, about a year after the movie Return of the Jedi came out.
Yo, hey, bring this back. Bring this back and I will buy this all the time, bro. I wasn't even looking at the cereal. I'm already sold. I'm already sold, bro. Yeah, free Star Wars Masters. Well, bring it back. Bring it back right now.
The Return of the Jedi came out. Rainbow Bright had her own cereal, and it was made by Ralston.
Oh, that looks sickly.
Post cereal created Smurf Berry Crunch, which was a fruity red and blue cereal that came out in 1983.
Okay.
A few years later, Smurf Magic Berries made their debut with mini marshmallows. Even Nintendo got in on the cereal market in the late 80s with their 2-in-1 Super Mario Brothers and Zelda-themed cereal.
Well, that's sick. Why do they
Keeping
do
on
that
the topic of
nowadays?
cereals, you may remember Dinky Donut cereal, which was released in 1980 by Ralston Purina.
They look, we have a cereal in the UK called Cheerios. They look pretty much identical.
The commercials featured kids in suits and business attire who acted like executives giving expert opinions on the cereal.
Smart.
In the early 80s, Kellogg's came out with banana frosted flakes, which were sweet, but it never quite caught on, and it only lasted on the shelves for about 3 years.
Oh, wow. See, I like banana, but I can't imagine a banana cereal flavor. What?
Sweet, but it never quite caught on.
I like
and it only
banana.
lasted on the shelves for about 3 years. But the 80s did see some successful cereals released.
Wait, you get a free... What the... You get a free bazooka? the only thing that's going in my head right now is the meme. America! Yeah! Bro, a bazooka? Well, like an actual bazooka. You know what a bazooka is? You put a rocket inside, boom! A bazooka? What is that? Oh, bazooka. Oh, wait, I couldn't. Bro, I got blurry vision, man. I couldn't see this. Bubblegum. Okay. Okay, interesting.
Cereals released. General Mills introduced Cinnamon Toast Crunch in 1984, and America has been eating this crunchy cereal ever since.
Yeah.
Not only...
Oh, to be fair, this... Actually, I'm tripping, bro. You know, because in the 1980s, I'm expecting all of these foods to not be around now, right? But it's just classic foods in the 1980s. Some of them are still around now. That's why he was talking about the Coke and Pepsi and stuff like that. Fair enough, bro.
Not only did Tops make the bubble gum in your baseball cards or Garbage Pail Kids
Is that a brick?
cards, but they also made the gum that came in the little juice cartons, cards, or...
That's gum? That's gum? I don't look edible.
Garbage Pail Kids cards, but they also made the gum that came in the little
What?
juice cartons. There was no kid in the 80s that could resist these. They came in different flavors like grape, orange, and apple.
Yo, bro,
Resist
they look like stones. They look like stones, bro.
They came in different flavors like grape, orange, and apple. The flavor was incredible for about 30 seconds, and then you would have to chow on more until you had the whole carton gone in about 2 minutes.
Right.
It's possible that these little juice cartons can be found somewhere, but it's certainly not as popular with kids today as it was in the early 80s.
Yeah, because they look like actual stones, mate.
Perhaps one of the greatest things in the 1980s was the Oreo Big Stuff. It was a humongous Oreo cookie that was about 10 times the size of a normal one. It was...
Do you know what's weird, bro? Like, I didn't think Oreo was around in the 1980s. And that's because it probably wasn't in the UK until, like, the 2000s, dude. Bro, we just get all the good stuff, like, late, bro. Very late.
Normal one. It was introduced in 1984, and it was sold in a box of 10. It was on the market for about 7 years before it was discontinued.
Oh, wow.
Since that time, Oreo has always experimented with different cookies.
Yep.
Oreo, if you're listening, I think it might be time for a comeback on this big cookie.
Yeah, people would like that.
During the 80s, the McDLT wasn't the only experiment McDonald's had. In 1981, they released a McRib, and it has been on and off the menus ever since.
Wait,
It's
you
not-
still get that now? What the You still get this now?
The menus ever since. It's not actually a rib, but rather processed pork meat covered in barbecue sauce in a bun.
What?
People usually get excited when the sandwich returns.
Yo, I need to see the difference between, like, I have seen the McDonald's difference between ours and yours, but it was like mainly like the size difference. I need to see the different item difference, bro. Because what is this, man? This was sick. Is it nice?
In 1983, McDonald's also released the Chicken McNuggets.
Oh, yeah, we got
These
them.
deep-fried pieces
Very
of chicken
popular.
have been on the menu ever since,
Yep.
and almost every kid has eaten them at one time or another.
100%.
It's
Bro, if you've never had McDonald's chicken nuggets before, I don't even know, bro. Was you even a kid? I don't even know, bro. Maybe you wasn't.
certainly now a classic from the Golden Arches. Hot Pockets are a microwavable pastry with fillings such as ham and cheese or pepperoni pizza. But do you remember them hitting the frozen food aisle in 1983?
Yo, these are the type of food that you would buy and it would burn your mouth and you would regret biting, but you can't stop biting and eating because it's too nice. That is what this is.
Aisle in 1983? They quickly became the snack food of choice for kids after school, college
Right.
students, and overworked parents.
And burn all your
Most
mouths.
people have probably tried one at some point, and there are many different flavors on the market today.
I guarantee you, bro. I bet. Any money. I've not had one. Like, I've had like something similar, but I've not had that, obviously, because I don't live in America. But yeah, if you have, let me know in the comments if I'm right, bro. If you'll burn your mouth.
Reese's Pieces were not new in the 1980s.
What are they?
Tiny peanut butter candy pieces made their debut in 1978, but it was the 80s when they really took off. More specifically, it was 1982 following the release of the movie E.T. by Steven Spielberg. Within weeks of its release, sales shot up by 65%. Legend has it that Mars was offered the opportunity with M&M's to be featured in the film first, but they declined the offer. If
Okay.
that's true, I'm sure they were kicking themselves.
Yo, M&M's are really good as well, man. I love M&M's.
Doritos were certainly not new in the 1980s. In fact, they have their roots in the 1960s.
Oh, wow.
But in 1986, Cool Ranch Doritos were released to the public. This new flavor was completely different than anything else on the market.
Never seen anything like
Even
this.
today, these tasty chips still have no problem selling.
They're still around. Cool Ranch. Ooh. Bro, I'm going to have to see if I could get some. They look good. Well, the packaging is a bit ass, but it sounds good, bro. You can't go wrong with Doritos, dude.
Giggles were cookies made by Nabisco, and they were introduced in the 80s, but they were only sold for about a decade. These were shortbread cookies filled with fudge and vanilla cream. In a way, they were
Okay.
like Oreos,
They look
but
creepy.
Giggles had silly faces on them that would make you, well, giggle.
No, I'm not getting a giggling vibe. I ain't gonna lie, bro. They're creeping me out a little bit. They are creeping me
The
out.
1980s saw a lot of different food come and go throughout the decade and even after. But many of the different foods are here to stay, and they are just as popular now as they were back then.
I haven't had nerds
I
in
hope
so
you enjoyed
long.
this little walk down memory lane as we took a closer look at some of the foods from the 1980s.
Yo.
As we-
You know when you say can't beat the real thing? Does that mean the Coke with the cocaine in? Is anyone watching this video? Was you around when cocaine was actually in Coke? And did you have it? Was it like great or like what happened, bro? I want to know. But really good video. Enjoyed that one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed as well. If you did, make sure you leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more content. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'm live every single day on twitch.tv/L3WG if you guys want to check me out over there. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.